Today we are going to discuss about ecological pyramids. What are ecological pyramids? Before getting into the ecological pyramids, first we should know about the ecosystem. Ecosystem consists of two factors, biotic factors and abiotic factors. Biotic factors are producers, primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers. In this, prime producers are plants. Primary consumers are which are those animals eating the plants will be called as primary consumers. Next, primary consumers and producers are eaten away by secondary consumers. These are called as omnivores. Next, the secondary consumers are eaten away by tertiary consumers. And in tertiary consumers, there will be a climax animal. Okay. Coming to abiotic factors, these are light, temperature, salinity, etc. Now, why we are discussing this ecological pyramids? Ecological pyramids are, it is a ecological pyramids were first discovered by Charles Elton. That's why ecological pyramids are also known as Eltonian pyramid. Ecological pyramids are nothing but these are the graphical representation of designated to show the biomass or energy or numbers in a particular traffic level. Bioproductivity at each traffic level in a given ecosystem. Coming to this traffic levels, what are the traffic levels? First one is producers. Producers will be plants. These plants take sunlight and carbon dioxide through photosynthesis process. This will synthesize carbohydrates and these are called as producers. These producers are eaten away by herbivores. First, producers are one traffic level. Second is these producers are eaten away by the herbivores. So these called as primary consumers. This is another traffic level. Next, secondary consumers. Secondary consumers are next level, next traffic level. These are also called as omnivores. In omnivores, omnivores will be eating both herbivores and producers. After that, secondary consumers are consumed by tertiary consumers. These are the these will be in these tertiary. This is one level. In this tertiary only, climax animal will be present. Simply before going to ecological pyramids, first grass. We will take one example. Grass is eaten away by goat. Goat is eaten away by lion. Okay. In this plant, grass is producer. Goat is herbivore. And the next lion is the carnivore. This is the climax animal which cannot be eaten away by any other animal. And next, another example, grass. Grass is eaten away by grasshoppers. Grasshoppers are eaten away by frogs. Frogs are eaten away by snakes. Snakes are eaten away by eagle. In this, eagle is the climax carnivore. First, grasses, producer. Second, grasshoppers, that is herbivores. Next, frogs. Frogs are secondary carnivores. Next, next is snake. Snake is tertiary, and snake is eaten away by eagle. Eagle is the climax animal. Coming to this is the graphical representation of trophic levels. In these trophic levels, producers, herbivores, primary herbivores are primary consumers, are secondary consumers, are tertiary consumers. What are all the number and what are the biomass produced by these levels? What are all the energy produced by these traffic levels? These are all shown in this ecological pyramid. For it is simplified by Charles Elton. So these ecological pyramids are also called as Eltonian pyramid. Ecological pyramids begin with producers on the bottom, such as plants, and proceed through various trophic levels, such as herbivores, then carnivores, then omnivores. The highest level is the top of the food chain. This biomass can be measured by worm calorimeter. There are three types of ecological pyramids. In this pyramid of numbers, pyramid of biomass, pyramid of energy. Pyramid of energy shows how much energy is retained in the form of new biomass at each traffic level. Pyramid of biomass shows energy. Before in these three, what are the three dealing with? We are seeing here. Pyramid of numbers. In numbers, pyramid of numbers, we will see the number of organisms present in each or the number of living things present in each traffic level. Those are producers, primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers. And coming to biomass, in this biomass, we can see biomass is nothing but dried. Dried one is called as biomass. When the plant material or animal, whatever is that, from that water is or those are dried up, that will be considered as the biomass of that particular traffic level. In this next, water energy. From one traffic level to other traffic level, energy flow will be less. In the first level, it will be more, that is producers. In the second level, it will be little bit less. Likewise, here you can see, here pyramid of energy. In this diagram, we can easily see what is the source of energy. Source of energy is sun. From sun, sunlight is taken up by the plants. Then this sunlight is used by the plants. But here one thing we must keep in mind. Total in a heat budget. What is heat budget? Heat budget is nothing but in a minute of time the amount of temperature observed by the earth is equal to the amount of temperature loosed by earth. This is heat budget. This process is going on because of that only our we producers are still remaining. Unless we just as it is the whatever the temperature present in the sun comes onto the earth, then everything will be burnt. But it is not happening because of heat budget. In a minute of time, the temperature observing is equal to the temperature losing from the earth. Again, law, thermodynamic energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can be transformed from one form to other form. While transforming from one form to other form, it may lose in the energy may be lost in the form of heat. Every level energy loss will be there for undergoing several kind of metabolic processes. In these metabolic processes, these will be here we can see. What is this? Sun. Sun's energy is taken away by is in some of the energies taken by the plants. Those are primary producers. Here energy will be 100%, while going upwards the energy will be less, because going upward every level there should be 10% to 10% of energy loss will be there. Again, from primary consumers to secondary consumers, it will be 1%. And next, secondary consumers to third level, tertiary consumers, that is 0.1%. Next, climax predators, that will be 0.01%. Here, in every traffic level, energy is lost. You can see here. Energy lost as heat. Okay? In decomposer also, same the thing happens. This is all. Next, in clearly what is pyramid of energy. Pyramid of energy represent how much energy initially from the sun is retained and stored in the form of new biomass at each traffic level in an ecosystem. Okay. Typically, about 10% of the energy is transferred from one traffic level to the next, thus preventing a large number of traffic levels. Energy pyramids are necessarily upright in healthy ecosystem. That is, there must be always more energy available at a given level of the pyramid to support the energy and biomass requirement of the next traffic level. Just imagine if the energy at producers levels is less, then it will be the amount of energy available for the primary consumers will be again less. And after from primary consumers to secondary consumers, it will be again drop. Again from secondary consumers to tertiary, again the energy levels will be drop. So to maintain the balance, producers are energy at the bottom level should be intact. When an ecosystem is healthy, graph produces a standard ecological pyramid. As we all know, pyramid base will be wide, top will be very narrow. Coming to in the bottom, broad, and because of this broadness, the number of, by seeing a pyramid itself, we can easily depict at the bottom energy will be more. Why? Because plant number of producers are more. So energy is more. Again, upwards, going to primary consumers, the energy will be little bit low. And going moving forward again from primary to secondary consumers, the energy flow will be again decreased. And then secondary consumers to tertiary, energy flow will be again decreased. For every traffical level, energy flow will be, energy is transforming from one level to other level. That is producers to primary consumers to secondary consumers to tertiary consumers. Here, flow of energy will be upward. While going upward, this in pyramid of energy, every level some kind of energy loss we can see. At the bottom or at producers level, energy is high. At primary consumer level, energy is little bit low. As it is, whatever the energy present in the producers level cannot get into the second traffic level, that is primary consumers, and the whatever the energy present in the primary consumers cannot be absolutely get into the secondary consumers. Here also some kind of energy will be lost in the form of heat. From secondary consumers to tertiary consumers also some energy will be lost. This is going upwards, higher traffic levels, energy will be low. This allows the organisms on the lower level to not only maintain a stable population but also to transfer energy up the pyramid. The exception to this generalization is when portion of food web are supported by inputs of resources from outside the local community. In small forested tree streams, for example, the volume of higher levels is greater than could be supported by local primary production. Here in this it is very clear when the to maintain the balance, to to maintain the energy flow at the bottom, producers must be high in energy capacity, and this energy, and they are capable to transfer the energy to the upper traffic levels. Again, that is primary consumers. Those primary consumers are able to transform energy to the next traffic level, that is secondary cargoes. Secondary consumers are able to transform energy to the tertiary consumers. To maintain this will be supported from resources outside the local community. Energy usually enters ecosystem from the sun. The primary producers at the base of the pyramid use solar radiation to power photosynthesis, which produce, as we all know, plants undergo photosynthesis process to produce carbohydrates, that is C6H12O6. However, most wavelengths in solar radiation cannot be used for photosynthesis. So they are reflected back into space or observed elsewhere and converted to heat. Only 1 to 2% of the energy from the sun is absorbed by photosynthetic synthetic process and converted into food. Here, sun is a burning ball. From this burning ball, only 1 to 2% of energy is utilized by the plants by photosynthesis process and converted into food. When energy is transferred to higher traffic levels, on average only about 10% is used at each level to build new biomass. Here, one point should be kept in mind. That is, an average only about 10% is used at each level to build new biomass, becoming stored energy. The rest goes to metabolic processes such as growth, respiration, and reproduction. Total, whatever the energy present in the any level cannot be transformed to the next or higher traffic level because some of the energy is used for metabolic processes like growth, respiration, and reproduction. What are all the advantages of the pyramid of energy as representation? It takes account of the rate of production over a period of time. Two species of comparable biomass may have very different lifespans. Thus, for example, we can take the example of grass. Grass can be lifespan will be very less. May have different animals have different living organisms have different lifespans. Thus, a direct comparison of their total biomasses is misleading, but their productivity is directly comparable. The relative energy chain within an ecosystem can be compared using pyramids of energy. Also, different ecosystems can be compared. There are no inverted pyramids. The input of solar energy can be added. Disadvantages of pyramid of energy as a representation. The rate of biomass production of an organism is required, which involves measuring growth and reproduction through time. What is the disadvantages of pyramid of energy? Rate of biomass production of an organism is required, which involves measuring of growth and reproduction through the time. There is still the difficulty of assigning the organisms to a specific trophic level. As well as the organisms in the food chains, there is the problem of assigning the decomposers and the detrivores to a particular trophic level. In this, that's why two types of food chains are there. One is grazing food chain and the second one is detritus food chain. In detritus food chain, decomposers are there. And again, in detritus food chain, what are all the complex matters will be transformed into simplified, simplified form, that is humic acid or humus. This is again used by the producers. Here, The spacing or the assigning the organisms to a specific level is little bit difficult because of this. Detritus food chain, decomposers are there. Decomposers are nothing but virus, some of the bacterium, maggots, like these will act on the debris and this will change the complex form of the debris into simpler form, that is humic acid or humus plus water. Here we can't put decomposers in the traffic level as in grazing food chain. In energy, we all levels of energy. In first, before getting into the pyramid of biomass, number what is the energy? Highest energy will be present in the source. But coming to the pyramid, here at producers level, energy will be high, and while going upwards, coming to primary consumers, it will be lesser. And again upwards, secondary consumers again less. And going to like for that only, we have discussed this diagram. Here in primary producers, energy will be 100%. In primary consumers, energy will be 10%. Already energy is lost. Next, coming to secondary consumers, again 1%. And third level consumers, it will be 0.1%. And climax, it will be 0.1%. And here we can see this is again coming to the decomposers. Okay, here we can see the arrow mark yellow in color. Again, whatever the used by the decomposers, this will be used by, again, whatever humic acid will be used by plants. Okay. So, at pyramid of biomass. What is pyramid of biomass? Biomass shows relationship between biomass and traffic level by quantifying the biomass present at each level of ecological community at a particular time. In this, what is biomass? Total amount of living or organic matter, which is matter in an ecosystem present in unit area in a different trophic level. Okay. Living or organic matter in an ecosystem present at in unit area in different traffic levels. This will be typical units are grams per square meter or calories per square meter. The relationship, it shows the relationship between biomass and traffic level by quantifying the biomass. What is biomass? Biomass is nothing but total amount of living organic matter in an ecosystem present in a unit area. So this is about biomass. In this biomass, we can see, for example, coming to, we have to take again plants. Plants are producers. Producers biomass will be always, their quantity will be always high, because when we draw a pyramid bottom will be very broad, and coming to upwards it will be very narrow. So producers biomass will be very high. Next, primary consumers biomass will be comparatively less, and again compared to primary consumers, secondary consumers biomass will be again less. Likewise, secondary compared to secondary consumers, tertiary consumers biomass also less, and compared to secondary consumers to tertiary consumers, in tertiary consumers, climax consumer is very less. Simple example. Whereas grass, deer, lion. Grass is producer, deer is consumer, and lion is climax consumer. Here, ultimately, grass is more in number. So weight also more in a particular biomass means the number of the quantification of the mass are kilograms, number of living organisms present at a traffic level in a unit area. So, particular area in producers traffic level, what are the producers biomass? That is kilograms per square kilometers. Second, what are the ratio biomass of the primary consumer? Next, secondary consumers. Next, tertiary consumers. Here we can see in a particular forest, for example, forest ecosystem. In forest ecosystem, plants will be or trees will be very high in number. So their weight also high. The next, herbivores, coming to deers. Deers population will be less compared to producers. But again, deers are eaten away by tiger. Here, deers population is more than more, but less than producers. Coming to tiger. Tiger's number will be very less compared to deer. This is all about, because in a unique area, the number of animals present in a traffic level is called biomass. This biomass is the dried without water. We have to take the living organisms, amount of living or organic matter weight. The pyramid of biomass may be inverted. For example, in a pond ecosystem, it should not be always, in the previous slide we have seen like this. This is straight form of pyramid. In pond ecosystem, this pyramid will be inverted. So broader portion will be upward and the narrower part will be below. Because planktons, phytoplanktons, whatever the plants are present at the upside. Ponds consist of three layers. In these three layers, upper layer, upper part will be consist of this plants, submerged plants, merged plants, and Chara, Potamogeton like plants. Next, Pistia, Hydrilla like these plants. These are the plants present at the topmost layer. So, coming to these phytoplanktons, these numbers will be less. And zooplanktons. Here, the standing crop of phytoplanktons are the major producers. At any given point, will be lower than the mass of heterotrophs, such as fish and insects. Here, phytoplanktons, these mass will be lower than the mass of heterotrophs. Heterotrophs are nothing but fish and insects. Here again, water plants are eaten away by insects. Insects are eaten away by fish. This is explained as the phytoplankton reproduce very quickly but have much shorter individual lives. A pyramid of numbers shows graphically the population or abundance in terms of the number of individual organisms involved at each level in a food chain. Here we will see the number of animals or living things present in a particular traffic level. Coming to this again we can see plants are more, then insects are less than plants. Insects are eaten away by frogs. Frogs number will be less than insects. Frogs are eaten away by the snakes. Frogs number will be more than snakes. Snakes are eaten away by eagles. Again, snakes number are more. Eagle number is less. Likewise, in every trophic level, producers, primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers, what are in every what are the number of animals present at various levels? Producers, how much how many are there? And then coming to herbivores, how many in a particular area. Coming to secondary carnivores, consumers carnivores are omnivores, how much are present at a traffic level. Next, tertiary, how much or how many animals present at this traffic level. These are all about the pyramid of numbers. Nothing but pyramid of numbers shows graphically the population or the abundance in terms of the number of individual organisms involved at each level in a food chain. This shows the number of organisms in each traffic level without any consideration for their individual sizes or biomass. Next, this pyramid is not necessarily upright. It will be inverted. In beetles are feeding from the output of forest trees or parasites are feeding on large host animals. In pond ecosystem, this pyramid will be inverted. This is all about ecological pyramids. Simplifying the first food chain. Food chains are two. What are the two food chains? Grazing food chain and detritus food chain. In coming to grazing food chain, the meaning itself, one traffic level is eaten away by the other traffic level. In this, what are the every traffic? What are the traffic levels? Producers, primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumer. In this, what are the number of the animals present in particular traffic level? How many are producers? How many are caregivers? How many are omnivores? How many are carnivore? Likewise. Then, how much biomass is present at producers level? How much biomass present at primary consumer level? How much how much biomass present at secondary secondary consumers traffic level, and how much biomass present at tertiary consumer level. That is about pyramid of biomass. Next, how much energy present at primary producers, that is, and how much energy present at primary consumers, how much energy present at secondary consumers level, how much energy present at tertiary consumer level. This is all about the we will can easily know about without depending number. Coming to number, without depending on the size of the animal, we will get to know the this. Okay, this is all about our. This is the graphical presentation of numbers, energy, and biomass present at various levels. This is these ecological pyramids were discovered by Charles F. Okay. Thank you.